Hi, my name is Justin. I wish everyone could see that.
What, they can't?
Well, now they're going to watch 10 minutes of us screaming at each
You
other.
can edit it out the way you always do.
No, well, we haven't
edit out
said
me
hello
looking-
yet.
You always edit out me looking
We're just
smart
yelling at
and
each other
then
now. This
put
is
up this
Vash, by the
clown.
way. I don't put up the clown. The clown is just here. I just deal with it. Okay, well, I'm not going to space, because today we just saw Gravity.
Okay.
Holy cow.
I was going to say, holy shit. I, after watching this movie, literally feel like I went to space. And I got home and was like, whew.
This movie shouldn't be called Gravity. It should be called Sandra Bullock is in space and everything goes wrong.
They kept piling things on top of her to get her to break down. It would have just taken one thing for me, and I would have lost
You would have
it.
heard meat. You'd be like, ah!
Do you remember in Armageddon how the one guy, Dave LaChapelle, Steve Buscemi, got space madness?
Yeah.
That would have been me, because I don't even like airplanes. So now we have an airplane in space with no landing pad? Nope.
I will say this movie...
George Clooney is wonderful.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
George
I've always liked George Clooney.
I like George
I
Clooney.
loved him in
We
this.
like George Clooney.
I'm a big George Clooney fan now. Ooh, this red...
You weren't before?
I was gonna say red.
I love George Clooney.
This Four Loko is knocking me down right now. This is about to be an interesting show. I can't even keep a thought straight. Or my tongue down? No. Tongue drop? No, wait. I can't even shut up. I just want to talk about
That's true.
everything.
That is a true statement.
Woo!
This movie is visually one of the more stunning things I've seen in quite a long time. And also
Who directed this? Did he direct anything
Alfonso Cuarón, who directed Harry Potter 3, which you like the number 3. A lot of people think it's probably one of the best Harry Potter films.
Trace in Espanol.
He did an amazing job.
If it was
with
30,
this.
it would be Treso. Treso Ocho. No, that's 38.
No, it's not.
Why did you let me have it for Loco?
I didn't let you have it. Oh my gosh.
Sandra Bullock is just shit. Let me tell you something. I've never been I never had anything against her, but I never had anything for her. Mm-hmm. Where when oh my God, she's Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks this movie.
That's a verb?
Yes.
Okay.
Whenever one person carries a movie, it's called a Tom Hanks film from Castaway. This is what happens when you give me Four Loko.
I didn't give you Four Loko. You bought it
in the store,
and I said, and then you said, I'll get a 5 energy drink and something else to drink. I was like, all right, well, what else do you want to drink? And then you were holding a cider.
Yes, I was going to get cider.
Well, I get a Four Loko, but I don't want to get all hopped up for that.
Tanked before I go to work.
I said, okay. And then your next sentence was, I'm going to get a Four Loko.
And that's when you were supposed to say, no, Vash, no. And
no,
what did you do?
I'm not. You're a grown-ass man. I'm not stopping you from doing what you want.
But you didn't even, offer to pay for it.
Now I have to offer to pay to deal with this?
I just learned the word shirk a few minutes ago.
I thought you were going to say responsibilities a few minutes ago.
I haven't learned that yet.
Yeah. This movie, if for nothing else, then I know Sandra Bullock wasn't actually in space when she shot it, but it sure does look like it when you see this movie.
That might ruin my
is
joke.
Amazing.
So imagine you're in space filming a film about in space.
Yes.
What if the satellite hit
and
while you're filming? Then
it's a documentary. It's no longer a film.
Oh yeah, okay. There goes my joke. You know what's really killing me is I keep going to drink more.
Stop drinking the Four Loko.
That's what you're doing in the store.
I don't know what to say.
See, if I was going to be an astronaut, I want my suit to have a week's worth of oxygen. So that way they can be like, all right, well, your ship just blew up. You're out there for a week. Did you bring your Sudoku? In my suit, I would have comic books, an iPad, my Discman with iTunes in check with money on the account this time.
Did you
not
say
like last
Discman?
time. I might have said Discman. I didn't mean that.
Who owns a Discman nowadays?
Let me tell you something. You ever tried...
When I go back in 1996,
have you ever tried jogging with a Discman? That skips. You can't listen to your favorite song at all. You got to jog all slow.
I haven't tried jogging with a Discman.
You got to jog real slow.
15 years. Should we review the movie?
Let's review this.
Let's do. As a movie, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. It kept me the whole time. For as few characters there are, I was impressed with everything in the graphics. I will say, hands down, if you are going to even consider seeing this movie, you need to see it in a theater. And I, for very rare recommendation, say go see it in 3D.
4 out of 5. The only reason I don't give it a 5 is because they didn't have any capes. But
that is the best review you've probably given anything.
I really enjoyed this movie. Good for them. Good for Alfonso Ribeiro. Good for George Clooney, Matt Locke, Columbo. Good for everybody. George Clooney.
George Clooney is the closest thing we have to the most interesting man in the world. I think that's if there was a real life version of that.
Son of a bitch!
Thank God. Oh, thank God, it's almost over. Subscribe to the page. Follow us on Facebook and on
Subscribe
Twitter
to Sandra Bullock.
Subscribe to Sandra Bullock.
Make it about Sandra Bullock.
Last week's review is up. Also, we're keeping the voting up for this month. After this month, we're going to close it, and we'll watch the movies in November. Click on this review right here, and then vote for what franchise you would like us to watch as a marathon.
Wait, we put up a list of things for them to vote, or they just vote on whatever?
They're voting on whatever. Right now, the ones in the lead are Harry Potter,
yes.
Lord of the Rings,
no!
and I think Pirates of the Caribbean.
Woo-hoo.
So if you want to jump on a bandwagon, that'd be a good way to start, or get a lot of friends to vote.
But I don't understand why my roommate feels like he can, not roommate, assistant, because I don't want to say roommate. I want them to think that I live in this lavish Malibu apartment. I don't want...
In New York. A Malibu apartment in New York, by the way.
That's actually
That's a commute right there.